A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 964th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. It is Thursday, May 25th of 2023. It is good to have you guys in today. As always, we are multi-streaming live simultaneously to YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, MGTOW.tv, and of course, and crystal clear high-resolution 4K to Sharpe stream. So however you are watching, wherever you are watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. I just lost, oh, there it is. I was thinking I just lost the chat. It's kind of weird. Anyway, make sure you guys follow me on my new Twitter at Donovan Sharpe HTR and on Instagram at Donovan Sharpe TSR. Also, follow me on Facebook. Just search Donovan Sharpe. Also, make sure to follow us on TikTok as well at Donovan and Devin. Like I said the other day, I'm considering doing a retro gaming channel where I play retro games and talk about the red pill. Why not? Should be a lot of fun. Earlier today, I released an exclusive Patreon video on Sharpe Stream about Bronny James and the heat that he's catching for taking a white girl to the prom for the second straight year. This is fire content that I cannot post on YouTube, maybe not even Patreon, just based on some of the stuff that I talked about. To get access to these exclusive videos, head on over to sharpestream.com. Take advantage of our 3-day trial. Hopefully you see enough value in the 26 seasons of dating show breakdowns and the now nearly 40,000 hours of content, which is, I think, around 5 terabytes of video. So it is a shit load of value. Shout out to Oma, who is in the house. Good to see you in here. All right, guys. So, there was a Fresh and Fit podcast last night, and there were not one, but two Frank Castles. They apparently came at the end, but either way, we're going to go ahead and get this party started from this starting point. Don't want to make things too monotonous. So here we go.
Hands, okay? Ladies, have you ever given your single friend
Wait a minute.
hands? Okay?
Whoa.
That's actually
Oh, that's his girl. I was
so
like,
what I'll do is real quick, we'll do this with a raise of hands, okay? Ladies, have you ever given your single friend, or excuse me, your friend in a relationship bad advice because
you wanted to be single
you wanted
too.
her to be single? Raise your hands if you've ever done that.
ooh.
How can you call them a friend?
Bitch, just answer the
Surprise.
fucking
On the couch.
question.
Have any of you ever given one? Okay, you did.
100%.
Okay, can you
Because
tell
I
us
know
real quick
that
how'd
she
you do it?
deserves better, but she doesn't know that yet.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
good
did
God.
it because her boyfriend, you didn't like him.
But no, well, I know I don't like him.
Okay. What did you tell her specifically, just out of curiosity?
That she needs to live her best life.
Would you fuck him?
Okay.
Who?
If you didn't know him through your friend, would you fuck that man?
What do you mean?
You would. That's why you didn't answer that.
That's why she didn't answer the
No.
question.
Are you
Friend
talking
and
about her
sabotaged.
boyfriend? I
You
didn't
were
understand the
jealous of
question.
your friend and you sabotaged.
No, I
'Cause-
didn't. She said,
Oh, wow. What's this guy? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Yeah, John Zerka. This dude is coming out swinging.
a
You easily
horrible
said no.
relationship and she deserves better.
No, instinctively you said, "What do you mean?"
because
he's
I didn't
hot.
understand. No, he's
No,
not.
you-
Okay,
she
out of
definitely
curiosity,
deserves better.
Can you tell me?
This is so funny. She says, because I didn't understand the question. Ain't that funny? Let's go back and watch that again, because she definitely paused when he said that.
Because
How can you call them a friend?
Okay, so I remember when Jerry Sandusky did an interview, and I forgot who it was with, but he asked him, "Are you attracted to?" You guys know, right? And Sandusky repeated the question to him because the answer was yes, but he didn't want to admit it. He ended up saying no, but the fact that he asked the question again clearly says that he was clearly liking doing what he is doing to keep it clean for everywhere.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
What about on the couch?
One.
Have any of you ever given one? Okay, you did.
100%.
Okay, can you
Because
tell us
I know
real
that
quick
she
how you did
Listen
deserves
it?
better,
closely.
but she doesn't know that yet.
Listen closely.
Okay, so you
Okay.
did it because her boyfriend, you didn't like him.
No, well, I know I don't like him.
Okay.
Wait a minute. She said, well, no, I don't like him. Well, like we assumed that. You said she deserves better, so of course you don't like him.
What did you tell her specifically, just out of curiosity?
That she needs to live her best life.
Would you fuck him?
Okay.
Who?
If you didn't know him through your friend, would you fuck that man?
What do you mean?
You would.
What do you mean? What do you mean? She said, if you weren't friends with old girl, would you fuck him? That's why she. Oh
That's
my
why you
God.
didn't answer directly.
No,
were jealous of
are
your
you
friend
talking
and
about her
sabotaged.
boyfriend? I
You
didn't
were
understand the
jealous of your
question.
friend and you sabotaged.
No, I
Oh,
didn't. She's
you
in a
could easily
horrible
said no.
relationship and she deserves better.
No, instinctively you said, "What do you mean?" Because
because
he's
I didn't
hot.
understand. No, he's not.
Okay,
she
out of
definitely
curiosity,
deserves better.
Can you tell me what behaviors
Wow.
displayed that made you say, girl, you need to go live your best life? What behaviors exactly?
He definitely disrespects her in public.
How?
What would he
to-
say in public?
You're supposed to do it privately.
Hey, like for instance, hey, you need to be more like this or more like that, and in front of couples, like people who are together. And
That's not disrespectful. That's just being truthful. That's just being truthful. See, gentlemen, this is how women try to scare you out of doing and saying what needs to be done and said. This is how they do this. It is not disrespectful to say, hey, you know what? You should be more like X, Y, and Z person. I've said that to Devin before several times. I mean, like, hey, look, check this out. You need to be, I told her straight up, you need to be more like Caitlyn. You need to be more like the redhead who texts me back immediately. Told her straight up, you need to be more like Caitlyn. Oh my God, that was so disrespectful. No, the fuck it wasn't. It was fucking true. It was fucking true. There is no reason for a woman who is not my girlfriend texting me quicker than a girl who is texting me quicker, even though she's all the way up in Minnesota. My woman is downstairs. It's not like there's a internet connection issue. There's no reason that a chick up in Minnesota should be beating you to the punch. No, sir. No, sir.
and
Be more
yeah.
like what, though, specifically?
Because she's very reserved, quiet.
Okay.
She's not loud or anything like that. Her friends tend to be loud, and he'll literally compare us to her and be like, "Hey, you should be more like that, or you should be
So
more
he
like
wanted her
this."
to just be more outspoken.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, and your
Sounds like
your thing was, hey,
Yeah,
no,
she
fuck,
wanted
how
to
long
fuck
were they
him.
together?
They've been together, I think, like 4 years.
Oh my
And how old
God.
was your friend?
She is 26 right now.
Do you think it's in her best interest to break up with him after 4 years?
Yes.
Just off
Really?
of him telling her to be louder in public?
No, it's not just that. It's a buildup of things.
So she's
Well,
breaking up with him right
Well,
before.
what was the worst thing that he was doing then?
Thank
cheating.
you.
He had sex with another girl?
Yes.
Does
Multiple
he have
times.
money?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that men that have status and money are typically always going to exercise options?
There you go.
What do you mean?
What I mean
We're gonna fuck other girls, bitch.
by that is
We're all cheating.
If he has money and status, the likelihood of him cheating is going to go up with it. So if
No,
she
yeah,
goes and-
most definitely. I understand that, but I guess I just don't like that idea.
Wait, I've got a question.
So?
How did you word it? So you said, "Hey, she's 26, right?"
Yes.
Your friend. So you said, "Hey, you're 26. Break up with your long-term dude so you can go back to texting nobody right before you hit the wall."
No, so that she can make her.
Ooh, whoa! This guy is a savage. Wow.
Make
How did you
space for
word it?
better
How
opportunities.
did she think it's a good idea to break up with him? Like, how did you sell it?
These are good
I didn't
questions.
sell anything. I
We said live your
invited
best
her
life.
out and told her to live her best life. That she doesn't need to stay put.
Hold
Is
on.
she, is she
And
happy now?
Hold on.
Is she single now though? Did
She's
she
about
take
to
your
be.
advice? She
So,
is? Okay.
so when you said that, did you enable her to like cheat as well?
No.
Yeah.
So what?
No. But that's exactly what she did, guys. That's exactly what she did. She did that indirectly. Live your best life, gentlemen. When a woman says, I'm living my best life, it just means she's getting ran through. That's all it means. That's what they're talking about. Live your best life. Dude, living your best life means improving. Improving mentally, spiritually, financially, etc., etc., etc. That's what living your best life really is. But when a woman says living your best life, it means fuck anything with a Y chromosome that pays attention to you. Don't get that twisted, y'all.
What does that mean? Live your best life.
Live
Stop
your
the
best
cap.
life. Like don't like come out with me because
Ooh.
he's
To the
controlling.
club, right?
Oh,
No,
boy.
no.
Oh, yes. Oh. Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
No.
Are you the whole friend?
No. Where? Yeah. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm not.
Oh,
Hang on.
Is she happy now?
Hold on.
Is she single now though? Did
She's
she
about
take
to
your
be.
advice? She
So,
is? Okay.
so when you said that, did you enable her to like cheat as well?
No.
So what does that mean? Live your best life.
Live
Stop
your
the
best
cap.
life. Like, don't like come out with me because he's
To the
controlling.
club, right?
No.
Dude.
No.
Are
Where?
you the whole friend?
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I'm actually the one that is uplifting all my friends to get them to better places.
When you're uplifting them, are the other friends whores?
No,
All right.
they end
insane.
up being entrepreneurs.
Dude, look. I think John nailed her. She's the hoe friend, y'all. She's the hoe friend that can't stand to see her other friends in what she feels are good relationships. Been in a relationship for 4 years, man. 4 years, and you're encouraging your friend to just dump her? Ay.
Just
So
saying.
I would say, because I have a typical thing that I say, and I've always said that women typically give each other destructive advice when it comes
Yes.
to relationships.
Sometimes.
Um, and a lot of times girls will tell their friend to break up with a guy over frivolous reasons. And with all due respect, the things you mentioned are fairly frivolous
Very
compared to what the
frivolous.
guy provides. I mean, all men are going to be only as faithful as their options, and most
She
guys are
pays-
going to cheat.
They go 50-50. So what is he providing?
Wait, I thought he had money. Why are they going 50-50? Yeah, this is cap.
But he has
saying.
money. Do they
Yeah,
live
and they
together?
go. Yeah, they live together, and all he pays is the mortgage. That's about it. And
All he pays is the
All
mortgage.
he pays is the mortgage. Oh, okay. The only bill he pays is, I don't know, to keep the roof over our head. Guys, wow. This woman is a case study. This woman is a case study in terms of how unappreciative women are of the things that we as men do. Right? Like, it's like all he does is pay the mortgage. You guys remember when I was on the Saucecast with MLD, Nafisa, and then Miss Montana, and then the other guy? And we were talking about allowances. Like, how much would you give your woman for an allowance? Right? And he said, I think MLD said $4,500. And Nafisa said, that's all? And I was like, what? That's all? Get out of here, man. Holy God. Holy God.
That's
He
where
just
you
pays
live.
the million.
All right, the likes clock is officially on. I've got 224 people in here. I've only got 62 likes. Guys, 25% engagement is unacceptable. Get the likes up or I will close the chat until I get them. Let's continue.
$1 Myron.
What does your man pay for?
I don't have one. I'm
Then
single.
why would you even give relationship advice? This is always single women try to bring other women single, not because they actually care. It's because you want the section to be filled up at the club.
No. Why do I want the section?
No, that is, oh, dude, that is 100% correct, man. That is 100% correct. Sneeko just nailed her. Single women keep women single.
Oh, who cares about the section?
No. You know what it is? You want your friend back.
Yeah.
You want your friend back. Honestly.
Yes, she actually.
No, you're all wrong. Women cannot be friends. They're genetically designed to stay with their grandma, cousin, female friends, and not really sisters, but women can't be friends. Recently, it's like, 6 years ago.
Women are not friends, guys. They're not friends. And I'll never forget. I've talked about her a lot. Her name is Chrissy, hot Mexican girl I used to kind of sort of date, right? Well, I fucked her best friend, Erin. And I'll never forget when Erin texted me for the very first time. She's like, hey, is this Alex? And I'm like, yes, who is this? She's like, oh, this is Erin, Chrissy's friend, Chrissy's bestie. And so I'm like, okay. And so she started it out kind of cordial. Just, hey, just wanted to let you know this is my number if you guys need anything, blah, 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 blah. Well, as things went, and Erin was hot. She wasn't as hot as Chrissy, but she was definitely hot. Chrissy was a hard 10. I would say Erin was a solid 8. Solid 8. So she was definitely fuckable. And she would flirt with me all the time. So finally, Chrissy had broken up with me again for whatever reason. And of course, I never gave a shit because I knew she was going to be back. And Erin texts me. She's like, hey, I heard what happened between you and Chrissy. Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. She's like, hey, we should hang out tonight. And I said to her, and I texted her back, I said, aren't you guys best friends? And Erin texted this to me, my hand to the man. She said, not really. We just tolerate each other between fights. Guys, I was completely blown away. I was completely blown away. Dude, this girl, Chrissy, was in love with me. In love with me. And this girl's best friend literally said, we're not friends. We just tolerate each other between fights. That was, honestly, man, that was probably the very first time that I had ever realized wait a minute, women really aren't friends. They really do just kind of tolerate each other between fights. I was dude, listen, man, I've texted a lot of crazy things. I've been in a lot of crazy situations. That was a first for me for sure. Oops. Sorry about that.
I ruined like a 19-year friendship since kids because the girl that I was with, her friend sucked my dick. That's all she did.
There it is. Yep.
And I'm like, yo, you dumb bitches through 19 years for the player of the city. I was gonna do my vanishing act. I wasn't dating her. She knew I was disappearing. And I'm like, you trade 19 years for the small cock guy. What the fuck is wrong with these people? And it keeps happening. Like they will try and get the
King of Life nailed it. Says she doesn't give a fuck about her friend. She just wants the dude with the mortgage. Yes, sir.
guy and snake their friend,
Well, that's not always true because
your best friend.
Guys, we got 6 minutes and 19 seconds. I need 150 likes, y'all. I need 150 likes.
And would suck the skin off my dick. That's the truth.
And I let her or do it at the same time.
Both.
We ain't gonna. Is there a 19-year?
I have a question.
Friendship.
You know, when you're
Especially the
on my
small
stream. No. I'm just curious. Zerka.
One ovary at a time.
Okay.
I can only fertilize one at a time.
Why are you calling us ovaries?
guys.
So
I don't remember the fucking name.
So you want me to just call you?
Oh my god, this guy is awesome.
When you were on my stream the other day,
I should just call you dentures then.
Oh
You're
my
gonna call us ovaries.
Where's this sound coming from?
Okay, right here.
Yo, this dude.
Thank you.
Yo, this dude. This guy's a G, man.
Okay. So Zerka, earlier when you were on my stream the other day,
You're not Latina, are you?
I am, but you're trying to dodge a question.
You're role playing.
So when you were in my stream,
So white girl right here, bro.
He's trying to dodge the fact.
I know he's trying to dodge the question so badly it hurts.
All right, what's your question? Go ahead.
So earlier when you were on my stream, you said that you would marry your daughter.
Whoa.
So do you think if you married your daughter and like had sex
Wait, what?
with her, that would stop her female inclination of trying to be like toxic towards other women? Do you think that successfully marrying your daughter will do that? Because you said you wanted to do that.
all know he said he'll marry his daughter.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
he
I
said that. He said that.
Yeah, you see how the bitch called her out? She just wanted everyone to know that he said he would marry his daughter because the question didn't make sense. Good for whoever called her out on that.
He would marry and
Let that
fuck
be
his
known so
daughter
bad.
at 18. So I'm just curious.
I also read a tweet from him that said he believed that 16-year-old women, even though I said there's no such
True.
thing as a 16-year-old woman,
Absolutely
are
not.
ideal for marriage.
True.
So
No, but
No, that's actually here's the thing. Look at the look on old girl's face. Oh my god, 16-year-old women. Let's look this up. There are states where 16 is the age of consent. There are states where 16 years old is the age of consent. Now, I'm not sexually attracted to women under 18. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that kind of gives me the ick. But there are places in this country where 16 years old is the age of consent. And I think they're being disingenuous here because I think Zerka was probably just trying to create a viral moment. I don't think he would ever marry his 18-year-old daughter. That's ridiculous.
I want to
Yo, even Myron looks shocked.
know about your daughter though. Like, do you think that will help her be less toxic if you fucked her and married her, like you want to do?
Are you taking his comment?
Yeah.
Did you say that?
No, he literally, I have
Like,
to
said
and send it
He's
to you.
nailing it right now.
She's taking out of context.
No, out of context. I swear this is word
That's the
for
context.
Let
word.
it cook, man.
All right.
and he recommended to us that we marry our sons.
Yes,
I just said in a hypothetical, okay? It's like
It wasn't a hypothetical.
You said you would.
It's a listen.
Okay.
I just said
Oh my
Yeah, his parents is on your ass.
check this out. All right.
I just want to know.
All right.
There you
hold on.
go.
Okay.
Let him answer.
All right. Don't cancel me till I hit 1 million subs, then fuck me up. But here, check this out. What I said was, since men do all the work in a relationship, if I had a kid with you, God forbid, but if I had a kid with you, it would be 50% of my DNA, 50% of like the Puerto Rican, I guess. But now, if it's my blood-related daughter, that's 75% my kid. You know, I put in more work. So my goal is to marry my firstborn. But this is just a dream I had.
God.
And in the dream,
Oh
it
my
made
God.
sense. Did it not make
Wait,
sense
wait,
in the dream?
wait. But I just want to know, you dodged the question again. Do you think marrying your daughter will be better for her health? Like she'll be less toxic?
No,
if
I
you
wouldn't
married
marry
her?
my daughter.
You said you would earlier.
No,
though.
I wouldn't.
I have it on the bod. Don't lie.
Are you about incest?
Roll the
No.
clip. Roll the clip. It
Yeah.
was a hypothetical.
No.
I was exploring Sigmund Freud. You know,
No,
Sigmund Freud.
what we were talking about is like
I
people
love
who
this
have like
guy.
daughters, sons. And
This is so funny. This bitch knows that he would never do that. But she's taking the outlandish crazy shit that he says in clear jest. And trying to position this as something he really wants to do. Get out of here, man.
and then you literally said, "Oh, well, if I'm gonna marry someone, it would be my daughter."
No, this one's a joke, but the 16-year-old one is
joke,
true.
but okay.
Check this out. There's studies.
Wait. Let him cook.
No one's getting banned. I got you guys. Don't
Wow.
worry.
Let him
Don't worry.
cook.
I'm half Jewish. All right. The 16-year-old girl, right? All I did was read studies. And their studies are talking about in a theocratic society, a 16-year-old girl would marry a 16-year-old boy.
Right.
And I was like, what is the benefit of this pedophilia? This is gross. Totally gross, right? It's not like they do it in other countries. So anyways, the benefit apparently, I just read studies. You know, it's like reading black people studies for crime, you know? Don't do that. Right? Don't hate you for it. All right? I love black people, can't get enough of them. But if you read studies, people think I hate them. So and Albanians, we're crazy.
Focus on the question.
So now look at this. I just read at 16, a lot of researchers have said the bones are more elastic, the hormone profile is higher for an easier birth, and you get more time with the kid instead of hitting the wall and getting old and can't take care of the kid. So the studies are talking about thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years of civilizations. And, you know, I know we're doing the gay progressive, like last 40 years, whatever.
Guys, we're at 146 likes. I need 4 more likes in 30 seconds or I am cutting off the chat.
But I just read studies and I said, you know what? Is there an argument against this? And nobody could argue it.
That's so funny.
Well, what's the argument?
The argument is that when you actually look at the statistics, as people make fun of me, most people who have birth at 16 are much more likely to die than if you had birth at 20.
For crying out loud. Get out of here. Dude, this is 2023, not 1923. Shout out to you guys for getting me to 150 likes. I appreciate that very much, but come on. Give me a break.
Just saying, like that's.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird? All of these people freaked out when I said a 16-year-old boy marries a 16-year-old
You didn't say
girl.
that. You said 16-year-old
Watch
women.
the clip. This
You
bitch is
said
a retard.
No. It was your tweet.
16-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl is what I said.
You said 16-year-old women were ready for marriage.
Okay, yeah, I got to move on to the next section because this is come on. Like this is ridiculous, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let's move to the next section here.
Go ahead, Seiko.
Okay, hang on a second. Okay, so this one is done. Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm starting on the couch. Is Lizzo beautiful?
That bitch is ugly as fuck.
All right, we'll start Miss Colorado. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's ugly as fuck.
Yes or no? And why? You want a why too, Seiko?
We can ask why after.
Okay.
Is Lizzo beautiful?
Is Lizzo beautiful?
I mean, she has.
Smooth NY, member for 4 months. Appreciate that. King Life says the kick out is on Rumble. I know, I have that.
Pretty face.
Really?
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are so honest.
Tranny dater?
Me, to be honest, I don't really know what she looks like, but I like the
Oh, for crying out loud.
confidence.
Oh, you want to see? She looks like Black Jabba the Hutt. Oh my god.
Let's pull up a picture for her.
She
so
does.
She can,
She does.
while we wait. All right, Miss
Lizzo's a
Houston?
whale.
Well,
Yes or
that
no?
wasn't true because how would you know her confidence if you didn't
Exactly.
know what she looked like?
I know her
Lizzo,
music.
That didn't.
I like the, you know what? I like the black girl on the panel. I like the black girl on the panel. And to be honest with you, man, I don't know what her name is, but thought I had to burp. I don't, and she's had her moments like, you know, masculinity, but she calls these bitches out, y'all. She really does.
Makes sense.
If I'm being completely honest, I feel like society has built an image of what women should look like.
All right, we may be
Here we
black,
go.
so.
Oh.
No,
I'm
continue on.
sorry.
Don't worry.
My bad.
And
Yeah, that's
I
Lizzo.
don't think that she fits that criteria, although I do love her confidence.
Okay. But what do you think? Do you think she's beautiful?
Body wise,
She is pear-shaped.
not so much. And this is just me being completely honest. I mean,
Just overall, not like you don't need to relegate body parts individually. Just like
answer
her
is
as a-
no. She didn't want to say it.
Objectively speaking, from a beautiful standpoint of aesthetics only.
No, my cock is so hard. Get her off the
Aesthetically?
screen, Myron.
Is that what you mean, Sneeko? Right?
Yes.
Because you know how girls are going to be like, oh, but you can be beautiful if you feel like it. So,
Well, I want to ask
No.
a personal opinion. Like, do you think she's beautiful?
No.
aesthetically, no.
Just say no.
What about you, Ms. Clinton?
Respectfully.
She has a beautiful face, but no, like the body. She's not.
No. She does not have a beautiful face. Her face would be beautiful if she lose about 250 pounds. Like, dude, look, man, she's a big girl. She might be big, but she's got a cute face. Who cares? Let me ask you guys a question. Would you rather smash? Would you rather date a whale with a beautiful face or a butterface with a rockin' body? Huh? I'm going to put this on the poll. Would you rather date a whale with a pretty face or a butterface with a rockin' body? Unbelievable.
So is the answer yes or no?
No.
So what's she got to do to get hot? Like how many pounds, bro? How many pounds
All
does
of
that
them.
woman have to lose, ladies?
In my opinion, what I think is beautiful is a woman who
That's not an
truly takes
answer.
care
Don't
of
be
herself.
That's
political.
not an
Just
answer.
How many pounds should she lose?
How many pounds she is
We don't
right
even
now.
know how she weighs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Scales
Why
don't go
don't
that
you
fucking
guess?
high.
I'd say in the
It can say a number.
250.
Just,
Holy shit, you're evil. I was gonna give the bitch
What
100.
about you? Do you think she's beautiful?
Me?
Yes.
Here we go.
No, I don't think she's objectively what people would
But what do
consider
you
beautiful.
think she's
What
beautiful?
do you think?
I think her body type is not my type.
Unbelievable.
Whose
She
type is
can't say it.
Oh wait, I thought you were
can't say it.
pansexual.
I am pansexual.
I thought you fall in love with personality.
Yeah, so if I met Lizzo, there's a chance I would find her beautiful, but that doesn't
my
mean from the
God.
get-go.
Oh, Jesus.
Really? When she's biting her thumb eating? Ow! Like, that's
Well,
kind
if
of a
I get to
trauma.
know a person, there's a high, like, very well, I can fall in love with them, but I don't know her very well.
Also,
This girl is so disingenuous. All she does is quote statistics. And that's all she does.
sexuality refers to genders, and like weight is like a preference. I don't think weight falls under the category of like gender. That's not like a sexuality.
I thought pansexual is like it doesn't really matter what you look like. It's just
I think that's demisexuality, right? When you like fall in love with
There's
people
more
based
made-up
off of.
sexualities?
Oh my God. What the fuck are we... Dude, what the fuck is... What did she say? Did she say hemi?
Genders, and like weight is like a preference. I don't think weight falls under the category of like gender. That's not like a sexuality.
I thought pansexual is like it doesn't really matter what you look like. It's just
I think that's demisexuality, right? When you like fall
Oh my God, oh Jesus fucking Christ!
in love
There's
with people
more made
based
up
off of-
sexualities.
Oh my
Thank you, Sneeko.
Demisexualities, yeah.
How many have you just?
I got a question after we run through this. That very because
Okay, we might have the same follow-up question, but
yeah.
What about you, lesbian?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Because I feel like beauty is what's inside. So I think she's a nice
There's
person.
Cheetos inside.
Yeah, I love Cheetos. They're so good. They're so tasty.
Derek the Trader with a $5 super chat says, Donovan, there's literally an organization called the Society of Fat Mermaids. They cater to large females who dress up as mermaids for acting events. Ay, ay, ay. Lorenzo says, you can always dim the lights. Yeah, but I can't dim my dick. Oops. This is insanity. Oops.
Okay, so how does it work? Like, how would you could you have to like fold it up to scissor her or something?
Okay, so
Oh
you tell me about
God.
fucking her, but I think I would strap her from the back, if anything.
Oh,
And-
really? Oh, God.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes. You find her. You think she's
Yes,
beautiful?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, sure does.
Oh, it's her fault. It's her fault. It's her fault.
All over her
Women,
nose.
take
What about?
It's okay. Don't yell at her. She came with me. Don't yell at her.
What about you? It's fine. We got the team on it. What about you?
No, but I really value her talent.
Okay.
Why'd you even say that?
She says no, but I really value her
My
talent.
bad. The coke wore off. I'm like
Yeah.
fidgety.
All right. What about you?
Yeah, I think she's beautiful.
You think she is?
Why?
Let me get out of here. Let me go.
I don't know. I just think she's beautiful. Her smile, her eyes, the way she carries herself makes me beautiful.
Would you want your son to get married to her? Thank you,
If she's
baby.
a nice woman, if she's responsible,
Oh,
if
for
she's
crying
honest.
out loud.
Yeah,
She
But she
would
might die
never.
early though. But she might
as
die
long as she
early.
treats him right.
For like 5 years until diabetes takes over.
Well, we
Yeah,
can all
right?
work to that. Work on that together.
So you're gonna tell her to lose weight? You're gonna like?
I can encourage her. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's body
Work
shaming.
all together.
So,
you
so you would body. So if okay, so if she were beautiful, then why would you tell her to go work out at the gym?
regimen. You diet.
Okay.
King Life says Backshot was made for butterfaces. That's exactly right, and so is Doggy Style.
Teamwork.
What about we'll skip to here just so it's a little bit easier. What about you? Do you think she's beautiful?
No, I don't find obesity beautiful.
Okay.
Good job.
What about you?
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that you need to take care of your temple, your actual physical body.
It is so funny how girls always go with the flow. So we started on the right. She's beautiful, beautiful, blah, 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 blah. Now we start on the left. Nope, I think obesity is ugly. And of course, the next girl.
I don't know if it might be a health problem, so I can't say like, she's out here overeating. I don't know her, so.
Did this bitch really just say she might be out here overeating? Have you seen the Lizzo DoorDash commercial, boo?
I mean, would it be fair to say that it's obvious that she's overeating?
It made it, but I know that there might be people that are, don't have a good health and they're overweight because of their health, not because of they're not, eating.
I mean,
no, baby, no, baby, no, Devin has no thyroid, y'all. She didn't have a thyroid. Problem solved.
This is all down to calorie deficit.
Jennifer Love huge tits. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, you have medicine that slows down your thyroid sometimes and stuff like that.
I've heard of that too.
She beat me to it. My woman does not have a thyroid, and she is in phenomenal shape.
I mean,
But
if you
don't
control
know.
calories, those medicines, I mean, calories in, calories out literally dictates weight loss. This is the
I know,
law
but
of
haven't
thermodynamics.
you heard about like thyroid metabolism and basically how fast you process those calories? So like if you have a slow if you have thyroid problems, you can be consuming a normal amount of calories, but your body's going to take longer to process them. So weight gain becomes faster, even though you're eating the normal amount that you're.
Okay, so get in the gym. If you want to negate your slow metabolism, get in the gym and burn more calories. Simple Simon.
Supposed to.
Using the thyroid argument for why people are obese is a
Oh,
Western
I'm not saying that's her.
phenomenon.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was
So
trying to help her.
It all comes down to energy in versus energy out.
Sure.
Calorie
That's it.
deficit. If you don't lose weight, you are by definition not in a calorie deficit. So that's just a law of energy thermodynamics. So it's like if you're overweight or you have a lot of body fat, that means irrefutably you eat too many calories.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
we make all these excuses for people to be fat in the United States and in the West. in
No, they make excuses for women to be fat in the United States. We make excuses for women to be fat. Women and switch hitters can be fat. Straight men? No. Hell no.
general.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't lose weight because of my metabolism or thyroid. It's all a
Hit the
bunch of
gym.
cope. It's a lie. You just eat too much.
Don't. I mean, I agree with you,
Yeah.
but I also
she
think.
disagrees. Like it's
Yeah, I
go
was
ahead,
just
please.
wondering.
Okay.
You got go ahead.
About like people do have health issues about
Yeah.
that, and they need to eat more. So, what do you think about
Oh
that?
my
Like diabetes
God,
and everything.
health issues, so they need to eat more? What?
Issues about that, and they need to eat more. So,
This
what do you
bitch.
think about that? Like diabetes and everything like that. Like, what do you feel like?
What I mean, as far as like
Diabetes.
That people
they
have
have
to- you don't
diabetes a lot
have-
of times because
yeah,
they're fat.
Well,
Thank you. Type 1 diabetes.
Yeah.
I
mean, next
think.
person.
Yeah, like the reason why they have diabetes in the first place is because they're fat.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Well, she could be like
sad,
Rolly
but-
too, and just getting surgery instead of going to the gym.
Say that again.
She could be like Rolly too and just get surgery instead of going to the
Well,
gym.
people don't want to get surgery.
Why? See, that surgery is the easy way out. Though.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I'm
right.
saying.
That's right.
You still have to, in order to get bariatric surgery, you still have to lose weight before you get the surgery to
She's
show
right.
to the doctor that you're able to stick to a diet
Thank
plan.
you. Hashtag Dr. Now. Dr. Now on my 600-pound life. Right? Hello, how you doing? And he always tells them. They're always like, Dr. Now, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm fat. What do I do? The one piece of advice that you need to do right now is you need to stop eating. If you stop eating, I can approve you for weight loss surgery. We put on the poll, would you rather date a butterface with a great body or a whale with a pretty face? 89% of you said a butterface with a great body, and 10% of you are clearly blind. Let's continue.
And then even once you get the surgery, you still have, all it does is it like reduces the size of your stomach so that you're full quicker, but you still have to eat a very specific diet. And most people, like, I don't know the exact
I like this girl in the red dress, whoever she is. She's got great tits too.
percentage, I wish I did, but a large portion of people who get bariatric surgery instantly balloon back up.
They go back up, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a
Because they
lifestyle
don't change.
choice.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There you go. They don't change their habits.
You really have to change your lifestyle, even if you get the bariatric surgery, and that's why it's not.
No, I agree. I think surgery, is stupid.
Yeah.
You're trying to say something?
Yeah, so the people that got anorexic, y'all feel like they is attractive. Like people that I'm from Memphis.
Oh my God! Did this bitch just say anorexic?
Yeah, so the people that got anorexic, y'all feel like they
anorexic. Oh no! Oh my God! Oh dude, do I have to clip this again?
You get the bariatric surgery, and that's
Oh
why
my
it's not.
God.
I agree. I think surgery, is stupid.
Yeah.
You're trying to say something?
Yeah,
Oh,
so the people that
please.
got anorexic, y'all feel like they is attractive. Like
A grenade.
Anorexic. This bitch really just said anorexic. Look, y'all. Look, man. Not only... I just can't believe this. I can't believe this, man. Can somebody... I don't under... Look, man, I don't want to be mean-spirited, but goddamn, man.
people that I'm from Memphis, we really don't talk that well. Like people that you
Music.
Anorexic.
No, anorexic people are also unattractive.
See, so
Thank
what is attractive to y'all? Like
Someone
People who are not obese or anorexic. That's the difference.
who's healthy.
Yeah. How's she not healthy? What she eat spinach a day?
Because she's completely overweight. It's she's visually unhealthy.
We talking about skinny people.
They're also unhealthy. They're not eating enough.
No, exactly, and they're not getting nutrients.
Enough. What's the
I'm talking about two
doctor
extremes here. You see,
recommended?
like typically extremes are not that attractive. Like you're talking about someone that's morbidly obese, then you have someone that's gaunt, skinny.
That's crazy.
Myron.
So what's attractive? Is what my
What
question.
he just said being
Anything in between, baby girl. What's attractive? Men are attracted to women who look healthy. Women are attracted to men who look healthy. Obese is not healthy. Anorexia is not healthy. That's it.
Someone who's healthy.
Like
Thank
a
you.
regular BMI, like I would just look at BMI,
Good.
right?
There you go.
Yeah, I would
There you
say
go.
though that I think
Yeah, lady in red with the great tits to the rescue. Ken Rose with a $5 super chat. Appreciate that.
people don't realize like what underweight can look like on a woman. Like some of the most conventionally attractive like models and women, like we would think maybe Victoria's Secret models, someone like Bella Hadid, like the majority of women can't sit comfortably with abs showing, because if they do, they're like women's body fat percentages need to be slightly higher than men's on average.
I do not like abs on women. I like tone. I don't like abs. I do not like abs. This is why women have a higher body fat percentage, because this is why they have to have a higher body percentage, because curves look healthy.
25%.
So
Roderick Thomas, member for 7 months. Sorry about that. Says girl next to Myron. I like personalities. I like that. Personalities.
like when you see women when I see women like Bella Hadid, like I know for a fact she's probably underweight. Even though most people would say like this is a pinnacle of health, this is ideal, this is like the BMI.
No. See, here we go. Now she's gonna try to characterize. Now she's gonna try to say that the beauty standard is anorexia. No, it's not. Man, fuck out of here.
Woman, but like
I don't
like
think
of
people say
healthy
that.
women, I would think so. I would think that most people look at Victoria's Secret models and they think because they see abs and like rippling abs on a woman that's very healthy, but those women can be underweight and they're just not exhibiting symptoms in the same way that we can like.
Sure, I get that, but Lizzo is also grossly overweight. Mr. Mister says, I like the fit ones. Lean beef patty isn't bad to me. I actually know who you're talking about. Yeah, dude, lean beef patty, she's got a banging ass body. She's kind of a butterface, but who cares? She's got a banging body.
Clock the unhealthiness of somebody who's like obviously obese. But that comes with its own slew of it. Like you can, it's part of like the female athlete triad. Like you put yourself at risk for like osteoporosis or like loss of bone density very early on, heart issues because if you're under eating, your body will start to tap into your muscle reserves or like your metabolically active tissue.
We get it.
And at some point, like
what's the point?
An example of somebody who died from anorexia was like Karen Carpenter, who was like a famous singer. And she died of a heart attack like in her 30s because eventually your body runs out of like fat storage. It starts to go to your muscle. It weakens the muscle around your heart and you can die that way.
Yeah, no shit.
So our perception.
You're using like ridiculous exceptions. So, like
No,
this is
but
the
I feel like
the 1%,
most women
1%.
Is it-
Like the reality is, like the things you listed are so far and few between. It's actually
Now, King Life says abs on girls is hot to me because King Life is a bodybuilder, so that makes sense.
you're better off just going to the gym, training, eating correctly, right? And the chances of your health being good are significantly higher than if you're fat as fuck.
Isn't anorexia the number one mental illness that leads to death, though?
For women, yeah.
Because if you're anorexic, you cannot build muscle because you're not in an anabolic state. So
Thank you. Anabolic muscle building. That's why they call it anabolic steroids, because it increases strength. Jamal with the $2 super chat says, you got to react to a couple of my 600-pound lives episodes just for fun. Jesus Christ. Maybe I should, man. Oh my God.
Interact each other.
My only point was that
Winners TV says women are attracted to money. Correct. But they are aroused by men who are fit. You see, Winners TV, attraction and arousal are two very different things. So, and I know what you meant. I understand you're saying women are attracted to money. They are attracted to money. But just because she marries a man with money doesn't mean she wants to fuck him. She wants to fuck the pool boy because the pool boy is fit. But if the guy with money isn't fit, yeah, she'll fuck him because that's her job. That's her duty. But she's not going to fuck him with the same ferocity as someone who is sexually arousing. That's the difference.
like if we're saying that men are attracted to healthy
Wait, where did old boy go? Where did he go?
women, there's a slew of like mainstream models who would men would
Right.
say I'm attracted to them, but they're not healthy.
People don't really find mainstream models attractive. When people talk about attractive women, they never really. We don't even know the names of most of these people. You said Bella Hadid. That's not the peak physique.
I'm
that
not
a
saying
man
what
talks
is
about.
peak physique, but I'm saying if she's in the mainstream, if like Victoria's Secret has calculated like this model's going to make us money, obviously they've made the correct calculation that her looks, her aesthetics appeal to the majority of men and women.
That's not true. That's the fashion industry.
Not true at all. No. The Victoria's Secret models, and I need you guys to listen to me very closely. Victoria's Secret doesn't put on the Victoria's Secret fashion show for men. They put it on for women. They put it on for women. They're not trying to impress men. They're trying to impress women. You see, the difference between a sex worker and a published model, the market of a sex worker is men. The market of a published model is women. They did not pick Gisele Bundchen to be a Victoria's Secret angel because most men are attracted. Now listen, Gisele Bundchen, obviously beautiful woman, but they pick these women based on a certain body type. It has nothing to do with what men want physically. And most Victoria's Secret models are skinny, man. And I'll tell you what, man, Sneeko's right. We don't know the names of half of these bitches. We just don't. The most attractive women in the world, you have no idea who they are. That's just how it is.
It appeals to gay men. That's not designed for what straight men like.
So
That's
you don't
not
think
an accurate
straight men
representation.
like the Victoria's Secret models?
Right.
So you
Yeah,
think
maybe
that's
to look at, but no guy's ever said that that's their favorite woman.
Exactly.
But
That's not
even
their
looking
favorite
at
is the
them.
problem. So what you guys are missing is what they're saying is a Victoria's Secret model, for you guys' example, is not the ideal candidate for men.
They're ugly as fuck, bro. They're like
No
men.
men are looking at Victoria's Secret models going, oh my God, I gotta have her.
No.
Like, no.
Dude, oh my God, the black girl is killing it. Guys don't, dude, when I used to jerk off, I jerked off to porn. I jerked off to Playboy, Hustler. I didn't jerk off to the Victoria's Secret catalog. No. Yes, those women are beautiful, but they're not healthy looking. They're just not. There are many reasons why the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue is waning in popularity, what with Martha Stewart and all these other crazy people they're putting in there, Ashley Graham. But one of the main reasons had nothing to really do with what they did. No, the reason why Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue has gone downhill is because of pornography. That's why. Dude, women in porn have the best bodies. If you guys want to know what the best bodies look like, go look at porn. Those are the best bodies. Those are the best bodies because they look the best aesthetically during sex. Men want to fuck them. Men want to savagely fuck them. Nobody wants to savagely fuck a Victoria's Secret model because, hell, we'll probably break her.
Oh, they're not. Because if they did, you would have a culture of women who like Victoria's Secret models and not fucking Kim Kardashian.
You have a culture of women
That's
who are
why.
trying. Yeah, you have a culture of women who try to look like Kim Kardashian or Victoria's Secret
because they look healthy. They're voluptuous.
Nah. Kim Kardashian, you cannot compare Kim Kardashian to a Victoria's Secret model. See, now what Miss Fake Puerto Rican is trying to do is she's trying to put Kim K in the same category as Victoria's Secret. No. Sorry. Nope. Kim Kardashian is curvy. Victoria's Secret models are not curvy. Men are much more attracted. Now, there are some men who just like, who don't like women with those kinds of curves, right? But the vast majority of men, we like women with an hourglass figure. We love that. Women with hourglass figures are not Victoria's Secret models. Winners TV, with a really good comment, says some women are beautiful, but they're not desirable. Wow. Very nice. Some women are beautiful, but they're not desirable. That's a very good point. That's a good comment.
Which they're curvy. They're what men like to look at. Nobody wants a woman that got 6-pack abs that weighs 110 pounds.
Okay,
like,
hold on. One point. I just want to finish. This is all cope. Like I talked about how Lizzo's overweight, and then we all pivoted it to how skinny women are
y'all didn't even ask me if I thought Lizzo was attractive.
Do you?
Damn.
I was gonna say that you want to finish.
So you mean to tell me that you think Lizzo's attractive, but Victoria's Secret models aren't? Get out of here, man.
Back down.
Here's the truth. If that's a huge red flag. If a man says they find Victoria's Secret long, lanky, tall, skinny woman attractive,
exactly,
he's very bisexual. Even since
dude, you got to be 5'10" to be a supermodel, y'all. 5'10". That's an inch under pearl size. That's just, guys, you got to be 5'10", and the longer something is, the skinnier it tends to be. But the shorter she is, the more curvy she is. Devin is I think she's 5'6", and you guys know that she is curvy. Hourglass figure to the max. Right? But, what's his name? Oh, Zerka is 100% right. Guys are not spanking the monkey to Victoria's Secret models. They're just not.
Caveman times, we like figure eights. Women like to say they like men with six packs. That's not actually what increases arousal at the club. It's broadness and a strong
traps,
thoracic look, like those NFL big traps guys. When women,
yes. Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you had to choose healthily, between having traps or having abs, go with traps. This doesn't mean have a gut and traps, because that doesn't really work either, right? But as long as you have a flat stomach, as long as your stomach is flat and you don't have a hanging over your belt like a big belly, if you have traps, dude, listen, man, six packs will get attention. Traps will get you the vagina. Traps will get you the vagina, guys. Real talk.
Men see an upside down triangle in men like this shape. They get wet. They don't get wet for six packs, believe it or not. When we see a figure eight like Kim Kardashian, we get hard.
That's right.
Right? If you like skinny women, you're gay. You're literally gay.
That's what I just said. Okay, we can finish. Do you
or pedo
find Lizzo attractive? Dancer?
Me? You know how much?
No, you're not the dancer.
You're the dancer.
A few dancers.
Yes, no. It's very simple. Is Lizzo beautiful?
No.
It's just her body. That's it.
What? Is it yes or no question?
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful?
Oh.
Okay.
But it's her body.
How would you feel if I said she's beautiful? You look like Lizzo.
Whoa!
Maybe this ass too.
Whoa!
But she said she's beautiful, so why you can't look like Lizzo?
Keep blowing her ego. So
Why you took your lips up?
Do you see the double standard right there?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you see that? Wow, Sneeko just nailed her. He said, "You look like Lizzo." Now what?
Exactly.
You just said Lizzo's beautiful. I said you look like Lizzo, and you're like, nah, this ass too. You said Lizzo's beautiful. It doesn't matter what part of you looks like Lizzo, except the compliment. She's beautiful.
Holy psychological warfare on her.
He just fucking dunked on her. Very good, Don DeMarco Sneeko, man. That's a great move.
Say you're beautiful like Lizzo. You said you look like Lizzo, but she doesn't look like Lizzo.
Lizzo's beautiful.
I know, but
She said Lizzo is beautiful. Sneeko said you look like Lizzo. See how she's trying to twist it?
you shifted the goalposts because you said
no. We established Lizzo's beautiful.
How did he shift the goalposts? He asked her, "Is Lizzo beautiful? Yes or no?" She said yes. He said, "You look like Lizzo," and then he shut the fuck up. And then as soon as he shut the fuck up, she starts talking about the differences between her and Lizzo.
Beautiful.
Here's what Sneeko's trying to say. Ovaries. Listen, listen. Here's what Sneeko's trying to say. Every girl on earth thinks Lizzo's beautiful. Tell a dude says you look like her.
Bam.
Boom! Oh my god. Oh my god. There it is. More mic drop gold. More mic drop gold. Every woman says Lizzo is beautiful until someone says you look like her. He just dunked on all of them. He just dunked on absolutely all of them. Wow.
Her body is what she
Her body, that's the worst part. Right? I think
Jesus
I
Christ,
the face.
man.
Do a bunch of crack, fuck her in the face, but the body is like, the body's the worst part.
If I had a dick, I would let her give me head.
No, you wouldn't, bro.
Oh,
you probably have
stop it.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Nobody here's fucking
She just
Lizzo.
wants a BJ self-explanatory.
Okay, what do you think?
What
Is he
about you?
beautiful?
Yeah.
Are you going to change your answer now?
Oh fuck no! Lizzo's gets on my goddamn nerves.
Okay.
She's
so that's
got
what-
clothes on.
Okay.
That's
What about,
That's what's
what
up.
about you? Yes or no?
what? I think
Lizzo.
Lizzo is personally. I find Lizzo beautiful.
Do
but
it on
I
a lie
recognize
detector test,
that-
clown white woman. Do it on a lie detector right here. Do say she's beautiful on a lie detector. Just I'll give you $10,000 fucking dollars.
Zerka, let me finish.
Give me your PayPal. I'll give you $10,000 right now if you do that.
Okay, slow down.
Yeah,
slow
you
down,
drowning
slow down,
clown.
slow down, slow
I
down.
hate liars,
Slow down, slow down.
Jesus.
Yo, check this out. Yeah, look, that's it. They're muddying the waters. They can't give a definitive yes or no answer. This is not an open-ended question. Yes or no. I don't need any caveats. I don't need any ands, ifs, or buts. Is Lizzo beautiful? Yes or no?
Save
it. Save the energy.
Please go ahead.
I was going to say that I find Lizzo personally attractive, but I recognize that I think according to like these objective beauty standards that you're appealing to, or I guess like mainstream conventionally attractive, I don't think Lizzo falls into anyone's idea of like conventionally attractive.
Yeah, baby girl, look, man, no one tells us what we're attracted to. See, what she's talking about is she's talking about negotiating attraction. As Manosphere Highlights Daily says, attraction's not a choice. And neither is arousalness, if that's a word. Oh, it's the, women are always saying, it's the beauty standards and blah, 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 blah. It has nothing to do with none of that. It has nothing to do with none of that. You want to know why mainstream media tropes out these beautiful women other than outside of Victoria's Secret, cover girls or angel models? Is because they know that's what men want to see. They know that that's what men respond to.
I recognize that, yeah, but I think I know I fall outside the norm.
Why do you want to be different so bad?
Because...
What do you mean?
Dude, because they're girls, Sneeko, and every girl thinks she's fucking special.
You wanted to date a Transformer, now you think Lizzo's hot.
I didn't say that I wanted to date a trans man. You asked me if I would, and I said, yeah, I would.
So you would date, okay, what if Lizzo was a Transformer? Would you date Transformer Lizzo with the mechanical pee-pee?
Yeah, if we were compatible and I had chemistry with Transformer Lizzo, hell yeah, why not?
Why are you lying?
God.
No matter what I say, Sneeko, you're gonna say you're fucking lying.
Yes, because you are lying. He just gave you the craziest scenario. Would you date a Transformer Lizzo with a robo pee-pee? And she said she would. That's crazy. You're just giving answers to try to win an argument. Jesus Christ. Oops, thought I had it.
It's
No, if you
objectively
say she's ugly as
unattractive.
fuck, I'll believe it.
I don't think that there's such a thing as like objective beauty. I think beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Are you?
You guys were
Beauty is from
literally saying
symmetry.
that
Look at my
Victoria's
face,
Secret-
woman.
You were
I'll
literally
show you
saying
beauty.
that men who are
Beautiful.
attracted to Victoria's Secret models are not completely straight or something.
I love Andrew Tate. This girl's lying, bro.
Okay.
Fuck this.
Real quick, what about you? Do you think she's Lizzo is beautiful? Yes or no?
Oh, I already went.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So I noticed something very interesting when I was watching the ladies' answers. The girls that said yes, right? You know, to a degree, like they feel insulted if you said, "Oh, well, you look like Lizzo. Let's keep it 1,000." You just proved that with her. But then the girls that said no, I don't know if you noticed this, they qualified their statement by saying, "Oh, but she's talented," or they would say something to kind of mitigate the damage about her. Not all of you, but a lot of girls.
You said she's talented. That's what I was talking about. That's what somebody was talking about, muddying the waters. They can't just give a yes or no answer. They have to give the truth and but I like that she's talented, or I like she's confident. Fuck out of here. Derek the Trader, my bad, for missing your super set, says, Donovan, why are women quick to slut shame each other but reluctant to criticize Lizzo's weight? Because pardon me, because slut shaming is the way women communicate. They know that the worst thing to call a woman is a slut. This is why women hide their body counts. The reason why they're reluctant to criticize Lizzo is because anytime Lizzo is criticized by anybody, everybody comes for him. None of these women thinks Lizzo is attractive, but they think that social media is somehow the majority. It's ridiculous.
It had nothing to do with her beauty.
And I think this is...
Ooh, Cigarman85 says, then go date the whatever podcast transformer. Exactly. Put your money where your mouth is.
Kind of one of the things that like men and women are different about. Women are very concerned to give objective advice or realities that hurt feelings.
That's why they shouldn't vote.
Myron, you said this a year ago. I don't know if you still hold on to this, but it was perfect.
Yeah.
I love you. You said why men don't lie as much as women is because of the threat of a knockout. Like, we're afraid. If you lie with men punch you in the face. If you do a dirty business deal with a man, you get jumped. Women, they don't actually punch each other. They're not like us, so they get away with lying.
Didn't you just say that she was brawling with her girl all the time?
Yeah, but she's not a woman. She's a lesbian. What the fuck? Stop changing the fucking category. You're talking about a regular woman, bro.
See that? You see that? See, now all of a sudden, now she wants to, well, didn't you say this woman was brawling? Oh, so now she's a woman? Now she's a woman, huh? Ain't that something? Yeah, isn't that clever? How this is what feminism does. They claim victimhood when it's convenient.
I'm traumatized.
Okay,
Traumatized is crazy.
No, I read it. I don't believe that. I've just read it from.
What I've noticed is that the reason why men handle the truth better is because men understand to a degree that if you don't know the honest truth or you're not getting honest criticism, you're not going to self-improve, and it's going to limit your ability to meet and mate with women. However, women, on the other hand, we can lie to them all day because women are easier to sell to, and guys are going to accept them no matter what.
Yeah.
That's why women prefer lies.
Okay, real quick, we got some chats here piling up.
True.
Let's read the chats here.
All right. By the way, guys, if you are an Uber driver, if you drive for Uber or Lyft or any rideshare job, I would love to have you on the podcast to talk about your cheating female passengers. There's so if you go to the Uber subreddit, if you go to the Uber subreddit and read some of those stories about cheating passengers, about cheating female passengers, guys, it will blow you away. And I know that some of you guys out there do drive Uber. So if you drive Uber and you've got at least I would say 2 cheating stories to tell, shoot me an email, tsr@donovansharpe.com. Let's continue.
Okay, read the chat?
Yeah.
Damn, okay, I got.
All right, so let's go to the next section. We'll get to the Frank Castle here in a second.
What are you trying to say here? Do women dominate urology?
Yeah, not just that, but also when it comes to percentage of like surgeons in general, it's around like 50, I think 52. Yeah, it's basically 50-50. And not just that.
No, it's not basically 50-50. What are you, dude? No. 87% of surgeons are men. What is she talking about?
But like throughout, if we compare the past decades, the amount of like women and men who have been in the field like have varied drastically. So there have been like, I think from 2010 to 2017, you had women who are like literally the majority.
I swear to God, man, this chick sounds so ignorant saying the word woman. She can say men, but she can't say women. It's men and women, not men and woman. That, like, to me, that is just, guys, it absolutely blows me the fuck away why there are so many people who have just completely abandoned the plural use of the word woman. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So there have been, like, I think from 2010 to 2017, you had women who were like literally the majority of surgeons. So I just think that would be an
say what?
2017, you had women who were like literally the majority of
Oh,
surgeons.
dude. That's ridiculous. That is 1,000% false. That is 1,000% false.
So I just think that would be an unfair argument to say, oh, you see, throughout like such a large time period, whatever, women were the majority of surgeons. That means women are more likely to do surgery, right? Or more likely to be like better surgeons. I think instead of making like these arguments, they're much more complicated than that just biology.
Pixie, you have a surgeon named Amy. She's about to perform open heart surgery on you.
Thank you.
You want to know something crazy?
Hold on.
No, I don't give a
You're gonna
fuck.
bleed to death. She's about to do it. And then she picks up a call and it's her boyfriend and she goes, stop talking to me, I'm on my period. And then she's about to operate on you. Let me tell you something, you're both bleeding to death that day. That is crazy. You tell me you feel comfortable a bitch PMSing in your heart? You feel comfortable with a bitch PMSing and cutting you up?
You know what's so funny about this?
All she does is talk about statistics. Nothing this woman says is based on anecdotes or empirical data. This is ridiculous. John with the $20 super chat says, it blows my mind how a woman can tell you they want a physically fit man, but in the same breath call you a shamer for saying the exact same thing. It's insane. Oma with the $2 super chat says, chick who can't say women is a douche nozzle. Yes. Yes.
Here's a killer, actually. Canada conducted like a giant study, right, surveying all these different surgeons and seeing, okay, what is the rate of probability and success when it comes to these surgeons performing surgery? Guess what? Women were much more likely to have a successful surgery than men. So
what? And how the fuck do you know that? What she just said made no sense. Women are much more likely to have a successful surgery based on what? A survey? This chick.
Yes, and specifically, it was women who were getting operated on were more likely to have a successful surgery with a woman than a man.
Oh
so
my
yes,
God.
any day I'd rather have a woman be my surgeon than a man. Just statistically.
No, that's cap. No, that's cap. She doesn't want to have a woman. She does not want to have a woman as her surgeon. That's fucking bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. And look at old girl sitting next to her like, bitch, listen, man, you gonna die on this hill alone. Look, guys, I've said this before. I have how can I put this? I have two requirements. I have two requirements for my pilot, my surgeon, and my dentist. My pilot, my surgeon, and my dentist. You need to have gray hair and a Y chromosome. Those are my requirements. Those are my requirements. I need gray hair and a Y chromosome. I am not comfortable with female passengers flying me, or female. I'll put it to you this way. I am much more comfortable with two men in the cockpit as I'm flying in a steel tube in excess of 550 miles per hour, 35,000 feet above the ground where it's negative 77 degrees Fahrenheit than a woman. Let me ask you guys something. How scary would it be? Oh my God. Think about it like this. How scary would it be to get on a plane, you look in that cockpit, and you see two women? The pilot and the co-pilot are both women. This isn't to say that they would crash the plane or anything crazy like that. But women are just not built like men. They don't take on these same challenges as men. And women are never chemically identical from one day to the next. They're just not. They experience 30 different variations of 30 different emotions in 30 days, man. This woman is lying her ass off. She would not rather have a female surgeon. If she's telling the truth, guess what? You're going to die on the table.
Speaking, I'm going to be better.
Those studies came from a liberal think tank.
Surgeon than a man. Statistically speaking, I'm going to be better.
Yeah, statistically thinking, you're going to be better. Speaking, you're going to be better. Based on a bullshit statistic. See, again, this girl is young. She's 21, 22 years old. The only experience All of her talking points come from studies, and we know that studies can be made to say literally whatever you want. Whatever you want. Mr. Hawk, Mr. Mister says, yo, I'm rescheduling that flight. Hell yeah. 2 women? Sorry. I'll spend the night at the airport. Philip Smith with the $20 super chat says she refers to Canada in this argument as well, where women are more likely to have successful surgeries, but she's not accounting that there was an exodus of the best male surgeons 10 to 15 years ago to the U.S. Well, that's because Canada has universal health care. And with universal health care, you can't really charge as much. When there's universal health care, as a doctor, you don't make shit because you're paid by the government, and the government ain't going to pay you shit.
Those studies came from a liberal think tank that said
everything is a liberal think tank.
No,
it is.
You're cherry picking. Now the data the first you cared about data, and like now the data that conflicts with what you were saying.
Your side's data tells us to cut our cocks off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to agree with that retard shit.
Your side's data says that.
All right, now we're getting to the point of diminishing returns.
Homosexual men gain more knowledge.
Oh, stop! I don't even want to hear all of that. All right, let's go to the Frank Castle here.
Just to improve themselves. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about
People
anything.
tear people down to
Thank you
improve
for
themselves
we
sometimes.
millionaires got to improve.
At the end of the day, it is a podcast.
Oops.
Okay, we'll have Pizza go last.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. You
No,
can
it's
go.
okay. I can go. Or do you want me to go now?
Yeah, go now.
Yeah, go now. Yeah.
Okay, so hi, my name is Pixie, PXIE. I appreciate the podcast. I wish certain people, Circa and Sneeko, would have laid off the ad homs and focused on the arguments like Myron did, because I'm going to give credit where credit's due.
Oh, bitch. Nobody, look. Nobody gives a fuck about what you think. Oh, yeah, you didn't go with the ad homs like those two, so I'm going to give you credit. Myron doesn't need your approval, sweetie.
Dominated.
I wish we were able to talk more about old money versus new money, because I think there's something to be said there about
Now
the
it's
women
young
being flyed
money.
out.
Let's go. Cash money. Young money. Let's
Yeah.
go. Lil Wayne, the greatest of all time.
Young
Let's
money.
go. Easy in the chat.
He's a sadist. Come on.
Yeah, anyways, thank you for having me on. I appreciated it. Thanks.
Oh, thank you for having me.
doesn't matter.
I still don't fucking care about the countries. I feel like that shit don't matter. But yeah.
Well, okay, you said everything's about
character.
Hold on, you said everything's about money. What happens
I
when?
never said that.
But you said that you don't want to learn about countries because you're not going to make any money from it.
Well, yeah.
What happens when
Okay,
America
okay.
crumbles and you have to decide what country you go to? Where are you going to know where to
I
go?
wanna get out this country.
Yeah,
It's
so maybe it does matter what
crazy.
countries exist.
I got a
Yeah.
game plan for us. Everyone here, just follow the white.
Ooh. Damn. DJ Berserk says, smart Riri, we totted. Lots of words with no substance. Annoying voice. She is just annoying. Yeah, she argues to argue. She doesn't concede anything. She just does it.
No. Oh, fill my drink.
Can we get some tears? Can someone cry?
But he did ask a good question. Like, what are you gonna do? Because you said you want to leave America. So, like, wouldn't you need to know other countries to kind
It shows that you should know that if you
Yeah,
care
I mean,
about
I
money.
can go. Bro, I can
What are you
go
talking
to
about? She's
Tokyo,
going to the
I can go
country of
anywhere.
Europe, Myron.
Have you left America before?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Well, I mean, I
Cancun.
went to- yeah, actually.
Called it.
So crazy.
Is that the
Who knew?
the only time you left America? Okay.
You're the one who said Europe's a country? That's my type.
Oh my god.
He said that's my type.
I will take her to Europe.
Right?
No, more. We need more views.
Yeah,
Butt fucker on the Riviera.
That I don't know why.
Break
Not my
all
type.
the equipment in front of Myron.
I'm
Sorry?
sorry.
Say he's not my type.
Yeah, but why'd you throw the cup at him? That was
Because I
unnecessary.
like doing that.
It's because they're lower IQ.
I mean,
Oh
It's
my
empty.
god. Oh my
yeah, but
god.
that's still not appropriate behavior.
Totally
Like,
Okay.
There's no need to throw a cup on.
Gotcha. I
I'm
got
even here. I gotta raise that up.
Incredible. What about you?
Thanks for having me, and I'm gonna have to agree with the guys for like the whole podcast.
Who the fuck is this?
Oh, what the fuck?
That's the first thing she says.
Yeah, man.
We're just trolling. We don't believe this shit.
Yeah.
Converted.
Is that a castle?
Wait, are you leaving?
Oh.
You sit and stay until everybody
You're
else
leaving?
goes.
The is the switch hitter?
I'm thinking of asking her on a date.
No, oh my god. Leave my
You like
friend
black
alone.
women?
Yes. What the fuck?
He likes black lesbian women.
Yeah,
Nice.
clearly. He's trying to like
All right, yeah,
save
because you
all the
didn't say
black
much. I
lesbian
saw you.
women.
I saw you
All
like
women
nodding,
except
but I
Asian.
didn't see you curious say much. So you agree with? I guess. Okay. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I agree with her a lot.
Okay.
coming back?
What about you? What are your last thoughts or disagreements or points or anything like that?
Yeah, I didn't say much either, but I think everyone's opinions were really interesting.
Yeah, Devin and I were actually on a panel with this chick, and she actually sat in the exact same place.
Definitely learned some new things, especially from you over there. So thank
thank
you.
you.
Yeah, I really just appreciate everyone's different opinions, and I think that the space provided better conversation than the last time I was here. So I appreciate that.
Oh,
Cool. Welcome back. All right. Good for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was on the panel with me, Devin. I think, dude, Shea Butter was on that panel, and so was Juicy. Oops.
Thanks for
Are
having
you high, by the way?
No, I didn't get high because I didn't want to.
She's just a stripper, Myron.
Okay. I don't know. Look like you were falling asleep back there a little bit.
Well, it's because like
late.
the politics situation. I just like it's not my type of topic.
Oh no, you were
but-
falling asleep way before that.
Oh no. I mean, it's probably because my drink is empty. But
You need alcohol to be attentive?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a yes. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it gives me anxiety. But
Oh.
yeah, I'm just a drinker and vape.
All right, wrap
which
it
I
up.
don't
Let's
either.
go. Wrap it
Okay. So, thank you for having me. I actually did agree with the guys and the girls somewhat, but I didn't think that I would as much. So, if you want to follow me, follow me
I don't
on
buy. She
Naya.
was playing Tetris in her brain. You
Follow
didn't listen
me
to
on
shit the
Naya
whole time.
Banks.
I don't buy
Hey,
this.
ain't
Naya
nothing wrong with
Banks on all
Tetris.
platforms.
Do you know
And
three
I really
countries
would
now?
love to come on the podcast again.
Well, you got to contribute more. You were kind of useless on the show. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah,
Not necessarily the whole time.
to be objective here, you were fairly useless most of the show, but it's fine.
Okay, then I won't be back. It's fine too. For all I care.
Oh, now she doesn't care.
I mean, I'm just being honest here.
Okay. And I am too.
You didn't contribute much.
Okay, it's fine. I don't have to be back. I really don't care. Regardless. Like I was invited 2 years ago and I waited this long. So whether you do or you don't, it's fine with me.
Just get up and leave, bro.
Oh!
It's fine. Bye.
Yeah, you can go with her too.
Double
Both of us
castle.
leave. Go ahead.
Yeah. The reason why Myron Frank castled that chick is because she was being a last word type of bitch. She's like, hey, I'd love to be able to come back. Hopefully you'll have me on. Myron said she was useless, and now all of a sudden, okay, well, that's fine. Well, I don't care. And Myron kept telling her, okay, that's fine, but you were useless. Okay, but I don't care. You guys wanted me on here 2 years ago, and yeah. Like, bitch, you're not special. You're a goddamn stripper. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Very good, man. Well, look, that kind of stuff makes all the sense in the world. That Frank Castle made all the sense in the world to me. I most certainly would have done the same thing. Again, guys, let me remind you, I'm looking for Uber and Lyft drivers. I'm looking for Uber and Lyft drivers. Pardon me. To spill the tea on their cheating female passengers. If you have a story or two that you would like to share in detail on the air, hit me up. TSR at DonovanSharpe.com. That is TSR at DonovanSharpe.com. Roderick Thomas says, been 2 years and learned nothing. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how it works. That is going to do it for this, the 964th edition of TSR Live. My thanks to my channel members, my patrons, my Sharpe Stream members, and my super chatters. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.